But we begin in Newport. We now go to Adam Herbets in the field at Newport Beach's Hoag Hospital, where one lucky lawyer first met the family of a man who saved his life 20 years ago.
I never thought I'd hear that again.
It's not a reunion you see every day, but for the first time in 2 decades, Debbie Atkinson hears the beating of her husband's heart. A rough-around-the-edges biker with a love for Harleys, Dusty Atkinson, died of a brain aneurysm at 32. And 20 years ago, Debbie had no interest in meeting the man that holds his heart. In fact, the woman with property of Dusty proudly tattooed on her shoulder didn't even know her husband's heart was still beating until late October.
I've never found anybody that, when they walked in the room, made my heart flutter. He was just a grumpy old man who had my heart.
Dennis Harwood, the 74-year-old recipient with a 52-year-old heart, was originally led to believe that his donor was a racquetball player. Dusty turned out to be, well, a little more dusty than that, but nevertheless, a hero that allowed another soul to see the birth of 7 grandchildren. At the time, Dennis Harwood was a great candidate for sudden death.
When we opened the chest at the time of the surgery, we could see that the heart was just barely beating. We could hardly detect any motion.
I'm certainly blessed, and again, I certainly thank Dusty and thank his family for what they did for me.
Now, in talking to doctors today, 33 out of the 34 heart transplant recipients that year have died since their procedure. But because of what doctors call a perfect match, they believe from the bottom of their hearts that when Dennis passes on, it won't be in any way because of his. Reporting from Hoag Hospital in Newport Beach, I'm Adam Herbets, Chapman News.
Thanks, Adam. Upon being asked whether his heart flutters whenever he hears a Harley go by, Dennis Harwood must admit that it is a rush that he has not yet experienced. He thinks maybe a ride in a sidecar would be the best and safest way to remedy that situation.